ये जिनकी जो जो है आज।
Good morning. Am I audible? Yes, yes. Okay.
A very good morning to everyone. I am Dakshita Joshi, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the sixth day of AKTU sponsored online faculty development program on entrepreneurship, incubation, and innovation. Over the past days, we have had the privilege of engaging with distinguished speakers who have inspired the journey so far. And today, we dwell into topics that are at the forefront of transforming education and industry. Today, we aim to explore methodologies and mindsets needed to foster an entrepreneurial spirit among our students and colleagues. I encourage everyone to participate actively and share your thoughts and connect. For the 11th session on creative, critical, and design thinking for entrepreneurs, I would like to welcome our speaker, Dr. Gaurav Kumar. Dr. Kumar is an associate professor at the School of Biomedical Sciences, Galgotias University, Greater Noida, and serves as the head of the Institute's Innovation Council and nodal officer for NIRF Innovation Ranking. With PhD in biomedical engineering from IIT BHU, he has extensive experience in academia. Dr. Kumar has mentored over 50 students in startup ventures, contributed to over 45 publications, and holds 14 patents. He has received numerous awards, including the Innovation Ambassador from the Ministry of Education and Best Faculty of Biotechnology Award. He is also an active member of several scientific societies and has organized more than 200 national and international events. A very warm welcome to you, sir. So, with this, I would like to
Thank
hand
you.
over the session to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dakshita ma'am. So I would like to thanks to Anupam sir and Ashish sir and all the organizing committee for this wonderful FTP. So let me share my screen. Okay. It is the screen is visible or not?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. Is it moving?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So thank you all participant for being a part of this innovative faculty development program. And I am a learner of this innovation on entrepreneurial um, structure and ecosystem. So I will talk about the creative thinking, critical thinking, design thinking, and innovation design. So I will also recommend and request you all to be interactive during the session. So let's start with the unicorns. So India has a home of approximately 100 unicorns. So can anyone answer which company or which startup is regarded as a unicorn? Anyone? You can unmute yourself. So unicorn is any company that reached the valuation of 8,000 crore rupees, more than 8,000 crore rupees evaluation. And you must use these all companies like Bharat Pay, Phone Pay, Baiju, Zomato, Upgrade, Make My Trip. So these all companies are regarded as a unicorn. So our India has a great culture of entrepreneurship and innovation. In previous 20 years, we have did a tremendous and very wonderful job in the entrepreneurial journey build up. So according to the study, India is the third largest producer of the unicorn. Here you can see the as a 3rd October 2023, India is home of more than 100 unicorn. So here you can see the global unicorn race. US stand at first position with 618 unicorns. The data might be vary because this data belongs to 2022. The China stand on second position with 174 unicorns, and India has approximately 105 unicorns. So Indian startup system economy, when we see there in India, there are approximately more than 50,000 startups has been launched, and more than 100 unicorns startup is secured their place in the unicorn club. Approximately $450 billion is the combined valuation of the Indian startup. And when we are comparing the top enabler country, then we can see there are total funding of from the Indian is approximately 100 billion. China more than $600 billion, and USA is spending more than $1.1 trillion to build up the entrepreneurial ecosystem and culture at their country. So here we can see the startup hubs in the India. That startups hub in the Chandigarh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Delhi NCR region, West Bengal, Telangana, so on. So here you can see which state is lacking the startup ecosystem. So when we are considering the top sector in the Indian startup ecosystem, the e-commerce is prevailing, fintech, consumer services, enterprises tech,
Hello.
edtech. Yes, yes, please. Yes, any query? Hello, is there any query? Okay. Okay. So we have seen that, and we are proud that India is the third, ranked at the third position in the entrepreneurial ecosystem. But this is also we can consider that 90% of the startup, or more than 95% of startup, is failed within 10 years of their journey. So when we will see the reason for failure of the startup, you can see that there is no market need. The failure percentage, 42% of the startup has been failed due to their service and product, as well as whatever their process is offering. There is no need in the market from that startup. Several startups run out of cash. Some startups are failing due to the not having a right team. in their startup. Some are get outcompeted and some are failed due to the pricing or cost issue. So for that, we have to understand some strategy by which we can make or we can plan a sustainable ecosystem or sustainable startup with and that can long last. So we have to understand about the our end user requirement, their feelings. We have to understand their feelings also. So when we are working for the user centric approach, here the design thinking process come in picture. So design thinking process can help any entrepreneur to develop their process, service or product as per the demand, as per the requirement of the user. So actually, most of the idea we are generating, that idea cannot be a viable, that cannot be adoptable in the market. So in this session, we will learn for the empathize, and we will learn to focus on the user centric approach, the customer centric approach. So here you can see that import and export of the India. So we can see we are importing a lot, but we are exporting less. So we can develop an ecosystem at India. In that strategy, we can we can provide the service, or we can offer the service to other countries. So with this mindset, I am starting with the creativity. So the creativity is nothing but is an act of turning new and imaginative idea into reality. It can be ability to produce the original and unusual ideas. The creativity can be considered as a make something new or imaginative, or it is the tendency to generate or recognize ideas, alternatives or possibility that may be useful in solving the problem of your society as well as your home and country. So we should adopt these 5 problem solving techniques. So for example, if you want to start your startup journey, then these 5 problem solving technique you must adopt. First one is you have to identify the problem. In the research field also and innovations field also, it will work. In the research methodology, you must heard of the first step for the research methodology is the identification of the problem. So we have to identify the problem. For the identification of the problem, you can visit any village, you can visit any hospital, any community, you can visit to a school and other places to list down the problems they are encountering. So you have to list down the problems encountered by the peoples, and then you have to deduce the best problem, the problem that impacting a mass population. So do not spend your time and money to resolve a problem that only belongs to 2 and 3 and 1,000 people. You should identify a problem that are impacting a mass population. because they will be your end user. So when you will develop any product, they will buy. Or if you will offer any service or process, then they will be the end customer. So after identification of the problem and deducing the suitable problem by the critical thinking ability, you will generate several ideas. So the generation of the idea itself is a creative thinking strategy, because the creative thinking is a generative type of process where you are encountering with a problem and you are generating several ideas to solve that problem. After the generation of the ideas to solve that problem, you have to analyze, you have to evaluate, you have to match that ideas with your vision to pick as best ideas or solution that can solve your that problem. So after evaluating of the idea, you can decide on a solution to try on it. You can implement the solution. So in implementing stage, you can develop a minimum viable product or ugly prototype. You can develop a process, you can develop any services, and you have to implement it. After implementing, you should take the feedback from your end user that your offered solution or product are solving their problem or not. Your product is fulfilling their need or not. If they are giving any feedback, you have to list down all the feedback, and you can modify, you can rethink, and you can change your product, service, and process, and again implement it. So these are the 5 steps of the problem solving technique. When you will adopt, then you will actually use your creative thinking ability, critical thinking ability, as well as design thinking ability. So let's start with the creative thinking. So the creative thinking is the ability to come up with the unique and original solution. It is all about the developing innovative solution to the problem, and the creative thinker are able to look at the things in a new and unorthodox way. Means you will think out of the box and come up with the solution that no one previously thought of. So creative thinking is going beyond the limitation and being original and fresh in one's idea. Also, the creative thinking is generative in the purpose. So the creative thinker brainstorm not only a large number of ideas, but also a variety and range of the idea. So it includes the process of innovative problem solving, from analyzing the fact to brainstorming to working with the others. The creative thinking example can include the analytical skill, innovation, and collaboration. So creativity is the base for the innovation, is the foundation for the innovation. So just understand the creative thinking. For example, let me ask a question. How many participants here are thinking that they are creative? Anyone? How many? You can raise your hand. Are you creative or not? Great.
Creative, sir.
Great. Only 2 are creative. Actually, the Homo sapiens means the human, all human in this earth are creative, because we are a thinker, we are the analyzer. We by applying our thinking ability, we are dominant in this world. We can we are generating the money from the top consumer also. You are basically in the, you can see in the circus, the lions and tigers are utilized for generating of money. So we are the most powerful creature in this earth, because we have the ability of creative thinking, critical thinking. So by applying this ability, we can solve any problem. So if you have telling lie, then you are also a creative person, because to protect yourself from any of the ambiguity, you are generating several type of ideas to save yourself. So if just think that if the human is not a creative thinker, then let's assume an example. For example, you are at the home and you are hungry. So there you are alone at your home, and there is no water available at your home, and you are hungry, so you are searching for food. So you have found some coconut, some raw rice, and egg. So if you no clue, if you have no clue and zero creative thought, then you will probably eat the raw egg with unboiled rice, and you can only stare at the coconut, because you have no idea to open the coconut. So if you can recall the process of cracking the coconut and boiling the rice, your brain can connect the dot and form a new creative idea. So you can boil the rice inside the coconut water and then fry it with the egg and add coconut flakes, and you can enjoy your meal. So might be there are several participants who has this type of idea also. So I am again repeating that we all humans are very creative, and due to their creativeness, we are dominant on this earth. So the creativity is our ability to look at a problem and come up with a great solution or good solution to solve it. One person, the Michael Crichton, came up with the adaptation innovation theory, and he believed that when we solve problem, we are either more adaptive or we are either more innovative. So the people who are more adaptive and creative try to think better. The people are more adaptive and creative, they will try to do things better. But people who are more innovative, creative, they will try to do things differently. Here, I have also listed one example. This is a paper clip. Usually the paper clip are manufactured to clip the papers. But we can use this paper clip for solving several problems. So I'm again asking the participant, can you please tell us any other application of this paper clip? In my class, my BSc biomedical and BSc medical biotechnology students write down, written approximately 35 application of this paper clip. So I am also expecting from you all, can you write some application, or you can unmute yourself and tell the application of this paper clip? Anyone?
For linking, sir.
For
Linking
great.
or joining three parts.
Or next, other idea, other application of this paper clip? Generate.
Or get together paper to tag the paper.
Sir, this paper clip is
I-
already manufactured for the clipping the paper.
And also for the marking book, as a you can use as a bookmark.
Great bookmark. You can apply for the bookmark. Other,
We can use for the putting thread in the pajama.
yes, great.
As a hanger.
Hanger, very good.
And
So we can generate several ideas for any problem, to solve any problem. Like that, we can use this paper clip for the several applications. You can make the rangoli. You can use this pin to poke someone. You can use this pin to remove the SIM from your mobile. You can, so there are several applications. You can apply your creativity to use one things for the different and several purposes. So if you want to enhance your creative skill, then I will recommend that you have to pick any or select any of the object at your home and write down as many application you can write. For example, you can take the spoon, you can take the bottle caps, you can take the stapler, you can take the keys, you can take the rings. Like that, after 2 to 3 months, you will be a great problem solver. Next, anyone in this meeting or in this event can join these 9 dots. 1, 2, 3, and there are 9 dots. So can you join these 9 dots with 4 continuous straight line without lifting your pen? So if anyone will resolve this, we will give a best participant certificate to them. But
pardon,
yes,
please.
there are 9 dots, and you have to make 4 continuous straight line without lifting your pen to join all these 9 dots. मतलब ये 9 dots है, आपको 4 लाइंस खींचने हैं, सिर्फ 4 स्ट्रेट लाइन, इंक्लाइंड भी हो सकता है, स्ट्रेट होना चाहिए. Without lifting your pen, you have to connect these 9 dots. कोई भी मुझे अपना वीडियो ऑन करके दिखा सकते हैं. अगर अभी 2 मिनट के अंदर किसी ने अगर ज्वाइन कर दिया ये 9 डॉट्स को, then I will recommend them, Ashish, to give them a best participation certificate. Anyone? Just try it.
Trying, sir.
Are you trying or not?
Yes, sir, trying.
Okay, great. So there. Oh,
Sir, I can do this.
yes, please.
Wait a minute, sir. I'll just.
I got 5 lines.
So you have to make only 4 straight line to join
Yes, sir.
all 9 dots.
Camera.
Should I start?
Yes, yes, please.
Sir,
I'm drawing the first line on top from left to right.
You
all the
can,
three
can you
dots.
show? Can you show?
Sir,
I'm not showing, I'm just explaining because how do I show?
Okay.
Acha, by click on the video. Okay.
sir, can you see this? I'm Tushar.
Sir, I have drawn it, sir.
Just great. Mukund Lal sir, है ना?
हाँ जी sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. So
Oh, thank you so much,
Ashish,
sir.
please note the name. Yes, and please provide the best participation certificate to sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, so let's begin with another slide. So actually, this is the solution. The next, so you are very creative person. Can you complete this image? I have draw one line. Can you complete this image? Can you generate several images from this structure?
Yeah.
Can we generate or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what we can draw from this line?
You can draw triangle.
Triangle, great.
We can draw the hair of a lady
Great.
because
We can
this
draw
is the border point.
sun rising with the hill.
Great.
Birthday party hat.
Samosa,
The birthday
pizza
party hat.
slice,
Birthday
cone,
party hat.
birthday party hat,
Ice cream.
ice cream, great. Mountain,
Cone.
yes. Tree, great. So actually, we are very creative. Just understand your power. That we can use our creative skills and critical thinking ability to solve any problem. Okay. So here is a video, and we cannot try because this is the online lecture, and usually I am giving this assignment to all our student and participant member. So you have to balance a phone on paper So you, is sound clear or not? Sound is coming or not?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir, not.
Yes, clear, clear.
साउंड आ रहा है या नहीं आ रहा है वीडियो का?
Video
आ रहा
is
सर।
Video sound not coming.
ओके,
आ रहा है सर।
वीडियो का
Visible
साउंड
and
आ रहा
sound
है?
clear. Yes, sound is clear.
ओके, वीडियो का साउंड नहीं आ रहा है। ओके, कहाँ से आएगा ये साउंड? शेयर एज ए टैब, फिर से इसको मतलब रिमूव करूँ मैं टॉप प्रेजेंटिंग? ओके, क्रोम टैब नहीं, नहीं तो ये तो टैब में तो नहीं आ रहा, एंटायर स्क्रीन ही किया था। शेयर ए टैब, ओके, टू शेयर योर ऑडियो शेयर द टैब, ओके, चलो कोई नहीं, इसमें नहीं है फैसिलिटी, तो विदाउट साउंड हम लोग बात कर लेंगे, उसमें क्या है। So here you can see a video. Yeah, there. What is the problem is that the problem is you have to balance. You have to balance a mobile phone on paper, A4 size paper, without moving and touching the bottle. So you have to keep this bottle, and on this bottle you have to place one A4 size paper, and we have to balance our Android phone on this A4 size paper. The condition is that you have to not touch the bottle, you cannot move the bottle. Anyone has the idea to solve this problem?
Yeah, I have the solution, sir.
Okay,
We
please
can do.
tell.
We can fold the paper in the several fold
Okay,
and
great.
keep it between the two bottle and place the mobile. That will not fall down.
Yes, great, 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 sir, great. Again, Madhusudan, sir. So the solution is as said by the professor.
One more solution is there.
Yes, we have to fold this paper and we can put our mobile on it. So this type of problem comes with the conditions, and the solution is very easy. Solution हम लोग के पास ही है sir, है ना? So we have to analyze that problem. We have to analyze our resources, and we have to analyze how to overcome with this problem. So to enhance the creative thinking ability, we can do one more exercise. So there are 20 objects in this image. So can you classify these objects? So how many classification we can define to classify this type of objects? So we can classify it on the basis of color. We can classify on the basis of size, on the basis of weight, origin, number of letter, start with first letter, is it eatable or non-eatable, according to their price, waterproof, distance you can throw it, can we set it on fire with lighter, shelf life, time to hit with a hammer to destroy it. So there,
Living or
yes,
living and non-living.
yes, living and non-living. So there might be a 100 type of classification you can generate. So basically you are thinking out of the box.
Hurting objects.
Yes, yes, great. So these are the some way to trigger your creative thoughts. So you can trigger your creative thoughts, you can enhance your creativity by these ways. So first, be hungry for the information. You have to read and read more, because when you will get the knowledge and information, you can solve any of the problem according to their domain. So you can brainstorm the ideas with your peers, with your colleague, with your relative, with your team member. So just brainstorm your idea with other. You can take up the craft and hobbies to enhance your creative thought. If you generated any ideas or solution for the problem, just draw, make a design, whatever come in your mind. So this is very important that we should put ourselves under a reasonable pressure to set up our goal and target. So if you will have a reasonable pressure, then you will achieve your goal easily. Also, you can talk with the children, because the children can make unusual association between the ideas. So these are the some way to trigger the creative thought. Here are the some example that of the creative thinking skills, like problem solving. In the problem solving, so to tackle the unexpected problem, you will require a lot of creativity. So employer also want to hire those candidates who can solve the problem. So employers or HR person are always keen to take those candidate for the jobs.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir. Good
Yes,
morning, sir.
Yes, good morning.
कैसे हो सर?
Any question?
सर वेबिनार आपका बहुत अच्छा लगा सर, मेरे को वेरी फैंटास्टिक एंड वैल्यूएबल है और नॉलेजेबल है.
Thank you.
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your kind words, sir. Okay. So in the problem solving skills, always the recruiter are seeking for those candidates who can solve the problem by their creative thinking ability or critical thinking ability. So no one will like the person who are just doing the complaint of others. So if you have any problem, then go to your boss or your higher authority with the solution also. Again, the creative writing is one of the most typical or in the demand creative skill. So if you are able to write in a compelling creative way, then it will help you to a great deal in the marketing, sales, and other field. The open-mindedness is another type of example of creative thinking. Then when you are open-minded, you oppose the stereotype and mentality and look for the new solution and method of doing the things instead of sticking on a similar way or traditional way. So the open-mindedness is also a great example of the creative thinking ability. So analysis, for example, you have gathered several information. If you have analytic ability, then you can analyze the best solution that can solve your problem. The communication skill is also, so no matter how great your ideas are, if you are unable to communicate in an engaging and creative way, you will never get to implement them. So active listening. So if you will be a great listener, then you can solve the problem also. So the graphic design, leadership skill. So leadership skill is all about the inspiring of others. But when you are the great leadership skill on the, so you will be able to connect the terms and motivate them to work together toward the your end goal. So here you can see that divergent and convergent thinking. Basically, creative thinking is regarded as a divergent thinking. In this thinking skill, you are generating several type of ideas to solve the problem. And in the convergent thinking skills, you are basically analyzing the best solution that will work to solve your problem. So you are using the logic, you are analyzing your ideas to deduce or to select the best solution that can solve your problem. So divergent thinking and convergent thinking, the convergent thinking is also regarded as the critical thinking ability. And the great scientist, the great innovator and entrepreneur are always used these both skills to generate a new innovation or a new ideas to solve the problems. So in the critical thinking ability, basically there will be a problems. So you can generate several ideas, and by analyzing, evaluating, interpreting the idea with your vision, you can select the best idea for the solving your problem. So here you can see the process of creative cycle for the convergent and divergent thinking. Here we can discover what are all the possible cause of the problem. When you will encounter with problem, you just see which are the possible cause of that problem. Means you are discovering. So here you are using the divergent type of thinking ability. Then you are defining, so what one cause will be workable and which cause you will try to solve. So that will be, you are basically generating the ideas. So here you are convergent type of thinking, and you are analyzing basically. So here you are thinking critically. So divergent thinking is the creative thinking, and convergent thinking is the critical thinking, where you are applying or analyze something. So why the critical thinking is important? Because the critical thinking ability will help you to improve the decision making process. It will enhance the problem solving ability, and it will refine your research skill. Also, it will polish your and simulate the curiosity. So I already told that a great innovator are combining the critical thinking and creative thinking ability. So let's exercise your mind. So there is a heart. So be ready to solve this problem. I am there. There are several problems in that. So, for example, there is a heart, and and one rooster is sitting on this the roof of this hut by facing their by facing in the east direction. air is blowing in the opposite direction, in the base direction at 10 miles per hour, when this rooster will lay the egg, in which direction the egg will go? Anyone who has a solution for this problem? Any participant? A rooster is sitting on the roof by facing the east direction. The wind is blowing at 10 miles per hour in the opposite direction, in the west direction. When rooster will lays the eggs, in which direction the eggs will go?
Sir, downwards?
Yes,
Downwards.
Male.
down towards. Great. Another one.
Rooster is a male, sir. It won't lay eggs.
So, in your daily routine life, great, ma'am. Good approach. So, in our daily life, we are encountering with the several type of problems, and we are jumbling into it. So, there is a very simple solution for all your problem. So, let exercise again. Assume that you are in a house and suddenly the light has gone, and at your house there is a matchbox, one candle, there is a lamp box, oil lamp also, and there is a stove also. So which do you light first?
Candle.
Great.
Matchstick. Matchstick.
Great.
Matchstick.
Yes, of course. We will light the matchstick first. So basically हम लोग ऐसे ही जो प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं ना, तो उसमें उलझ जाते हैं, जबकि सॉल्यूशन बहुत ही इजी होता है ना? So you can do the exercise. Can anyone write 3 best caption for this image? So this will be your homework, and you have to generate. If I have given you a problem that you have to write 3 best caption for this image. So what will be your approach? That you will generate several captions for this image, and you will analyze each caption, and you will select 3 best caption. Means you are generating several captions. That is the divergent type of thinking. You are basically thinking creatively. When you are analyzing the 3 best captions, then you are basically evaluating, you are using your analyzing skill to select 3 best caption. Then you are basically using your critical thinking ability. So you will be a more critical to select 3 best caption for this image. So again, these are the some example for the critical thinking skills like analysis, communication, inference, observation, problem solving, decision making, creativity, open-mindedness, and metacognitive stage. So here you can see how to think critically. So here are the some steps you might take when using the critical thinking for problem solving at the work. So here you can identify the problem or issue, then create the inference on why the problem exists and how it can be solved. So you can generate several ideas to solve that problem. Just analyze which idea will be more suitable, that will solve this problem very effectively. Then collect the information or data on the issue through the research or literature survey. You have to organize and sort the data and findings, then develop and execute the solution, implement the solution, and analyze that which solution will work or which solution will not work, then identify the way to improve the solution. When you will implement, take the feedback from the stakeholders. They will give us some constructive feedbacks. Just implement in your solution and again test your process, product as well as services in the intended environment. So these are some cheat sheet for the critical thinking ability. So if you want to exercise the critical thinking skills, ask this question whenever you discover or discuss new information. So these are the broad and versatile questions that have limitless application. So you can ask who, what, where, when, why, and how to think critically. Now I am switching for the design thinking ability. So the design thinking process, yes.
Please give us the previous slide also.
Okay.
Previous slide.
Yes.
Next one.
Okay.
1 minute, sir.
Yes. So you can ask several questions to know the possible cause of your problem.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. So I think you might be understand the creative thinking as well as critical thinking. So the you will be creative when you are generating the ideas. You will be critical when you will analyze the idea and you will pick the best idea that can solve the problem. Now, what are the design thinking process? So we will learn about the design thinking process. So here you can see the design thinking process is an hands-on, non-linear process for the creative problem solving with user-centric approach. Again, I will recommend you, do not generate an idea and do not start the work on your idea without taking any survey, without knowing the actual need of your customer. For example, if you want to develop a ink or pen that can enhance the memory, so you have to take the survey, you have to visit some homes, you have to perform some study that whether your product are acceptable, your product will fulfill the desire or need of your customer or not. So always think about your user first before investing your time and money and resources to develop any product. So if you will develop your product by your own thought, then it might be possibility that your product will be useless and no one will buy your product. And we have seen that the product market fit is a great concern for the startup failure. So by adopting the design thinking ability, you can sustain in the market. You can produce a better product that will fill the need and that will enhance the adaptability of your product in the market. So people are using design thinking to come up with the innovative solution to solve the complex problem. The design thinking process has been also used to develop new healthcare product, improve the government services, rethink transportation system, and address the complex global challenges such as food insecurity, equitable education, or you can also work for the SDG 17 SDG goals with the design thinking ability. So the design thinking is known to being the most effective in situation where problems are not well understood. So it is also ideal for fostering the big transformational change rather than day-to-day incremental ones. So here we can analyze the traditional thinking as well as design thinking process. So in the traditional thinking process, we are generally avoiding the failures. We are feeling fear to take the risk. But in the design thinking process, you have to fail fast. And the fail fast method will help you to develop your product in a less period of the time. So if you want to win, you have to fail, you have to learn the fail fast. You have to learn to fail. आप अगर फेल होने से डरेंगे, आपका प्रोडक्ट मार्केट में नहीं आएगा, और उतनी जल्दी जितना देर में आप बनाएंगे उतने देर में बहुत दूसरे कंपटीटर का प्रोडक्ट मार्केट में आ जाएगा. So you have to fail fast. You just fail during the making your prototype or developing your service or process. You have to fail 3 times in 3 months. Means you are designing your product very fast. So when you will fail fast, then your product will comes in the market in a short duration of the time. In the traditional thinking, you are the sustaining in order. But in the design thinking process, you will take the risk. In the traditional thinking, we are generally feeling that get your product right in the first time. It is not possible that you will prepare a product that will be suitable, suitable for the market. Your product will be adoptable for the market. The user will loves your product. No, this is not a way. So in the design thinking approach, you are basically taking the feedback of your user and analyzing the feedback to implement or to renovate your product. So you are basically iterating your process, your services to making the user-centric or user-friendly approach. So in the traditional thinking, you can see the certainty is the key, but here you have to embrace the ambiguity also. In the traditional thinking approach, we are thinking to develop, but in the design thinking, you have to do, you have to create, you have to test, you have to implement, take the feedback, then iterate. So in the traditional thinking, are based are the facts, number, but in the design thinking process, you are adopting the storytelling. Also, the traditional thinking process are working on the logic, but during the designing of your product, by the design thinking approach, you should be emotional. You should understand the pain of your customer. So you should be an emotional to solve the problem of your community, your society. Now, the design thinking process can be balance of the analytical and intuitive thinking process. So analytical thinking can be a focus on the standardization, while intuitive thinking focus more on the instinct to drive creativity and innovation. So design thinking is the 50% of the analytical thinking and 50% of the intuitive thinking process. So here you can see the design thinking is also a combination of creative and critical thinking, means divergent and convergent thinking process. So here you are empathizing, then defining, you are ideating, and you are developing the prototype. Again, you are testing your prototype, taking the feedback of your end user, and you are again implementing to refine your product for that can suits the 100% needs, that can fulfill the 100% need of the market. So this is the design process. In this design process, we can the step one can be define the problem. You have to collect the information, then you have to brainstorm and analyze the idea, then you will develop the solution to build a model or build a minimum viable product. Then you will go for the present and your idea to other for the feedback. Then you will improve your design. So this is the design process. This is not design, thinking process. So this is the design. This one is the design thinking framework or phases. Here you can see that in the design thinking, there is no step 1, step 2, step 3, because it is a iterating type of process. So we can start with the empathizing. So for the empathizing, you have to learn about the audience. You have to conduct the research to develop understanding of your users. You have to observe. You can take the interview of your end user. You will listen carefully to your end user by asking some questions. You can ask the question when you are building any prototype. So after empathizing, you can define your scope. You can look for the pattern and insight. You can combine all the research and observation where you can solve the user's problem. So here you have to define, then you will ideate. So after deducing, after the analyzing the problems and of your end user, you can generate a lot of idea to solve that problem. Then you will think critically to select the best solution that will solve your user's problem. So in the ideate step, you will create a range of crazy and creative idea. You can come up with the several solutions. You will conduct the experiment. You can perform several type of study. You can do the brainstorming and for the building your prototype. So during the prototype building, you can build a ugly prototype, you can build a real prototype or tactile prototype by generating the feedback. After developing your prototype, you will give your prototype to some of your end user and for the use. They will take the feedback from your user, whether our generated prototype is fulfilling your need or not, is any type of changes are needed or not. So you will take several feedbacks from your end user, then again you will implement the feedback and to put the vision into the effect. Again, you can empathize, you can again define the problems, you can ideate to generate the solution, then again change the prototype according to the user needs. So this is the design thinking framework and phases. So I'm giving you one example. It can be a hypothetical example. It will be an hypothetical example. In a village, there are a scarcity of the drinkable water in that village. So the villagers are visiting a ponds at 5 kilometers ahead from that village to take some drinking water from that ponds. But the pond water is also can consist several type of bacteria and germs, and the villager yes please. So the villagers get sick and suffering with some illness. So government get attention on this problem that this village are suffering with the scarcity of drinkable water. So the government has installed one RO facility or water purification facility ahead in the distance of 2 kilometer instead of the 5 kilometer, or instead in the village. So previously villagers are traveling to 5 kilometers to take the drinkable water. Again, government has installed one RO facility within 2 kilometers of the village. But after 2 and 6 months, 90% of villagers are not taking water from the government RO facility. Rather than they are still visiting the ponds at 5 kilometers. Again, this was a very big challenge to the government, and government has sent their team to investigate that why villagers are not taking waters from our RO facility. However, our RO facility is only in the distance of 2 kilometers. Instead, they are traveling 5 kilometers for for getting the waters. So the team visited the village and they have collected some information, and government was surprised that there are several regions that were the genuine. And if the government was performing this study previously to gather the information, to gather the real problems of the villager, then their project will not fail. So there were a problem that some villagers said that your RO facility are giving us 5 liters of water by paying 20 rupees, and several villagers do not have the capability to spend 20 rupees per day. First problem. Second, your RO facility is situated in a very in a type of is a location where we have a threat of several animals and other type of insects. The second problem is that you are providing 20 liter of water in 20 rupees, for example. So several female cannot are not able to leave, borrow this 20 liter of water. So there are several problems that government has faced and noted down, and they have implemented the solution according to the user's need. So your project might be failed if you will not take the feedback of your end user. So this is the power of empathizing. So if you will not conduct the research, you will not take the feedback, or you will not listen to your audience, you will not ask the question to your end user, you will not try to know the main pain point of your end user, then your project will be failed. So these are the some design thinking skill. You can enhance your design thinking ability by empathizing, optimism. You can embrace the ambiguity. You can design, draw it. You will learn from the failure. You can do iterate, and iterate, and you have a creative confidence. So these are the some design thinking examples. Like here you can see a water wheel. So this water wheel can reduce the time spent on the collecting water in remote area. So now they are able to use their time to drag this 20 liter of water in a very less effort. So this is a example of design thinking. Another example I am giving you, another example for design thinking. That here you can see the school going student has identified a problem that waste tires from the vehicles have only one solution: to burn it. So burning of the waste tire are polluting the environment and affecting the people health. So the school going student has come up with a novel solution to solve this problem. So they have generated a solution to reuse this waste tire and to keep the environment clean. So they have developed a sofa by using this waste tire. The next example, here you can see, you all are aware about the GE company. It is a leading company, are making the MRI. So GE has also get a feedback that the adults, there is no problem in adults MRI, but doctors are facing a problem for the kids MRI, because during the MRI process, kids is not stable and they are crying, they are looking here and there. So GE has modified their design of MRI in such a way that children can enjoy the period of MRI. So they have turned some creative and animated image in the MRI rather than as a dark and black hole. So they have created a pirate ship with the scenery of beaches, sand castle, and the ocean. So to solve that problem, the Oral-B also are solving a problem of several people to develop an electrical toothbrush. So it is easier to charge, the head can be replaced, and you do not, there is a several sensor that can sense the pressure on your gum also. So Oral-B, this is the electric brush of Oral-B, is a example of design thinking perspective. The Uber Eats also thinks adopted the design thinking process to list down the most popular category in a state, in a town. So they are addressing a unique need of each city. So I think our time is, are you allowing for more time, taking more time or not? Can I take more time? Okay. Okay, so here we can see that the innovation is the ability to apply the creative solution to those problem and opportunity in order to enhance the people life or to enrich the society. Basically, the innovation is nothing but you are making a changes as per the need of your customer to you are doing modification in the pre-existing invention to solve a new problem. For example, the Thomas Alva Edison had discovered the bulb that consists the tungsten, and they at that time it also generating several energy heats, but at that time that was a great discovery. But we are not using that bulb discovered or invented by the Thomas Alva Edison. Anyone are seeing as watch this type of bulb? Anyone in this 21st century? Are you using this 10, 100 and 300 watt bulbs? Any participant? No. You can see that the 100 watt and 200 watt bulbs in the patties counter. That bulb are only used to warm up the patties and samosas. So we have recognized that this bulb are generating several heats and requiring a high amount of energy. So we have discovered the CFL. Again, we have innovated the CFL, and we have now using the LED bulbs. The innovation is in the incremental stage. The innovation is going on, and we are integrating this LED bulb with the IoT, with the apps, with the sensors, because the touch sensor, sound sensor we are using to light the bulb. So innovation, here you can see there are, on the basis of the impact on the market and technology newness level, there are 4 types of innovation. One can be architectural, one can be disruptive, incremental, and radical. So when we see that the architectural innovation is a significant improvement on a product that aim to sustain the position in existing market, like smartwatch are used existing cell phone technology and repackaged in a watch. The architectural innovation has a high impact on the market, and it is a low level of technology newness. But the disruptive type of innovation has a high level of impact on the market, and it is high technology newness. Means the disruptive innovation, you are disrupting the market. When you are launching your product, you can acquire a mass of the population, you must of the customer who can buy your product or taking your services. So the disruptive technology or new business model has the ability to disrupt the existing market, like Swiggy, Zomato, Tata 1mg. They all are Miso, Crade, they all are the example of the disruptive type of innovation. They are impacting a market as well they are adopting a very new technology. So this some other things like wheels, light bulbs, cell phone, Netflix, these are the some example of disruptive type of innovation. The radical innovation are the technological breakthrough that transform the industry and it can create a new market. So the radical innovation like washing machine, invention of the personal computer, cloud technology, they are impacting, they are creating a new market, but it has a low impact on the market. However, the technology newness level is very high. Likewise, the incremental innovation are gradual, continuous improvement on existing product and services. Like Apple iPhone, every year Apple make small but significant changes to the iPhone to improve it. So these are the innovation process where you are having a new idea. You can identify the customer. So need states and you will generate the idea to solve their problem. You can assess the opportunity to test the best idea. So to develop your prototype or process or service. So when you will build out the concept option to the test, you will take the investment, sourcing, timing, for the approving the execution plan, and after approval of the execution plan, you can go to the market to launch your product or business. So here you will require name, packaging, production detail to build the marketing support and hand over to the launch team. So here you can see how the light sources get an incremental innovation. So first we are using some wood to generate the light, then the candle come in then we have developed oil lamp, then Thomas Alva Edison has invented the bulb, then we have transformed into CFL, then LED. So likewise, all things are getting incremental type of innovation in the chair, in the water bottle, in the mosquito repellent. These all type of products getting a incremental type of innovation. And in the fan also, in the TV also, you can see the innovation surrounded. You are basically surrounded with the innovations, innovative ideas. So we should discuss the frugal innovation. Why we should discuss the frugal innovation? Because the frugal innovation is about the delivering more value at the lower cost for the more people. So the frugal innovation or frugal engineering is the process of reducing the complexity and cost of a good and its production. So frugal innovation can have a value creation, value capture, and a value proposition. So when you are reducing the price of your product or any other type of products offered by some other company, then basically you are doing frugal innovation. These are the some examples of the frugal innovation. The Jaipur food, Mansukh Bhai Prajapati has come up with the Miti Cool water pots, paper lamp developed by the Godavari Satpute. Ramya Jose are proudly invented the pedal-powered washing machine. The Unilever shampoo sachet are also an example of frugal innovation, because if the Unilever and other company will offer a shampoo pack in 250 ml or 1 liter or 500 ml, then they cannot penetrate the market. They cannot get acceptance in the rural area because several peoples cannot afford a 250 ml bottles of the shampoo. So the company has think critically and they have come up with a novel solution to penetrate, to obtain a mass population, mass customer from the rural area. They are packaging their shampoo in a 1 rupee sachet or 1.5 rupees sachet. So here you can see the motorcycle tractor is also an example of frugal innovation. Chotu Cool refrigerator developed by the Flipkart. G also introduced a portable and very low cost ECG machine, because for the ECG you have to visit to the doctor's clinic or some diagnostic labs, but you can order your ECG test at your home only. The Tata Nano, however, it is failed, but Tata Nano is also considered as a frugal innovation. They understand the pain of their customer who has who are from the lower income background. So they have launched a car for them. So now we are also expanding the design innovation. Like design innovation framework design diagram, you can see that design innovation should have the feasible technology, should have a desirability from your end customer, and it will be a viable business. So design innovation is about generating ideas that are humanly desirable, technological feasible, and financially viable. So design innovation encompasses design thinking and many other innovation methods. So design can also refer to the hard design practice like product design, engineering design, graphic design, fashion design, and others. So the foundation of good design is empathy. So you have to empathize first to get a better design. I'm also giving you an example that previously this type of duster is not sold at the market. So now someone has recognized the pain of the faculty member, that faculty member are losing their marker and duster. So someone has designed a curve to keep their marker in this duster. So this is also a great example of design thinking. So you are changing the design as per the need of the customer. So that is the design innovation process. And you will need some, you have to be emotional to solve the problem. Here you can see the design innovation framework diagram. Here we can see the desirability, the desirability and feasibility of your idea and viability of your product. That has a several type of circles like proof of value, proof of concept, proof of market, and proof of impact. So the design innovation are repeatedly used throughout 4 main cycle that we call gears of the design innovation. These 4 main gears span across these 3 grids of desirability, feasibility, and viability, that evolving across the different stages of innovation cycle like problem fit, solution fit, and growth fit. So, for example, we are taking the proof of value. So the proof of value, finding out what are the problem and what is the value of the user. So what is the value to the user you are basically delivering by co-creating with them. You should not create alone. Just create your service, process and product with your users. By taking their feedback, you can implement to your prototype, to build your prototype. So in the proof of concept, basically testing the effectiveness of your prototype in delivering the value and eliminating the problems. So the proof of market, ensuring the sustainability of solution you are offering as an entrepreneur through the iteration to achieve the product market fit. If your product will not achieve the product market fit, then you will be not sustain in the market for a longer period. So the proof of impact, showing the potential to deliver the impact to the masses through proven customer successes. So all these four are grids or gears are synergistically working to produce the best result of creating value to the users for your business. Here we will also see one example that Volkswagen company has created. So you can see that where in the several metro station and railway station, actually, you can see the electrical stairs. So the peoples are taking electrical stairs more as compared to the general stairs. But the Volkswagen company come up with a novel solution to motivate the people to take a stair instead of the electrical stairs. So they have solved the problem with the fun theory. So can we get more people to choose the stair by making it fun to do? So how Volkswagen has implemented their idea? You can see. In the stairs, in the riser, they have placed some piezoelectric material and some electronic component that will generate a melodious music when anyone can climb on it. So now people are taking it as a fun way for taking the stair. So you can see the children are loving to take the stair also. So they have motivated 66% more people to take an stair rather than the electrical stairs. So this is called a fun theory. Again, another example of fun theory is that in the garden you can see, you will also encounter with that problem, like there will be a dustbin. The garden has some dustbin, but the people are throwing their objects near to the dustbin and they are not putting into the dustbin. They are throwing anywhere. Can we motivate? Can we turn a fun for putting their objects into the dustbin? So the innovator has come up with the great solution and they have make one prototype, one type of circuit to generate a sound. When you will put any object, it will say thank you. It will generate a sound of laugh. It will generate a sound that you have thrown your object into the patal lok, or it can generate a sound to jug jug jio, like that. So you can change the mind of the people by adopting the fun theory to implement to your solution to solve any community problem. So these were the some example of the design thinking. Here you can see the master Ashish. Some of you may know him. So the master Ashish is a YouTuber, and he also uploading several type of reels and videos with their innovation. So he is a grassroots innovator who has developed several type of prototype that can solve a lot of problem of the villagers. To pick the cow dungs and cattle dungs, he has developed a dung picker. You can see the working of these dung pickers. He has also developed a type of instrument to tear the wood. You can also see how he has resolved the problem to lift the bricks. So he has made one type of structure design. By using that design, you can lift at least 10 bricks. Here you can see several farmers are getting some scratch in their hand during the cleaning process of the sugar cane. So he has developed one type of instrument that will assist the farmer, to clean, to cut the sugar cane. Here you can see the process, how he has solved the problem. Okay. So these were some example from the grassroots innovator also. Okay. So I think the time is over. So already I have some slides for the startup and small business model. So the startup actually is based on the innovation. So innovation should be a disruptive type of innovation. When you will launch your product, it has the ability to disrupt the market. So you cannot call every business as a startup, because the innovation is an essential part of the innovation startup. So we know that our India has more than 57,000 startups listed as incorporated in MCA, and more than 100 unicorns, that making India's at the third rank in the entrepreneurial ecosystem. So here you can compare the small business model that can be start with the one person or one person company. You can get the MCA incorporation also as a one person company, OPC. You can get registration for that one. But in the startup model, a bigger team is essential. You cannot start a startup with one person. So the small business model are adopting the traditional business model, but startup model have the foundation of the innovation and technology. So the small business model can grow steadily, but startup model have the ability to disrupt the market. When you will launch your product, you can acquire 1,000 millions of the users. So this, in the small business model, money is not always the main goal, but the startup model are setting up with the goal of making money, making rokda. So you can sell your startup also. There are several startups who got their registration to buy it also, to buy other startups. Okay, so I think I have to close it. You can see here the 6 type of startup, how you can start the startup. If you will allow, I can briefly discuss. There are several type of company registration in India. You can do the sole proprietorship, one person company, partnership firm, LLP, private limited, public limited, or Section 8 company. So there are some funding opportunity also provided by the Startup India portal. You can go for the, you should visit on the Startup India portal, or start in UP portal, or start in your state portal to see several type of benefits and funding opportunity. The government are expending a lot of money, huge of money, to inculcate the innovation spirit and entrepreneurial spirit among the people of India. So there are Niti Aayog is also having several type of funding opportunity. You can also visit the Yukti National Innovation Challenge or MSME website to see. So there are several type of yojana also, like Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, Aspire scheme, seed fund scheme, multiplier grant scheme, Samriddhi Yojana. You can go for the Sushma Credit Guaranteed Fund Trust. You can register on the JED as a MSME. The NABARD is also giving some funding. The SIP EIT also providing a fee patent filing. Kapila scheme is also providing facility to return your money. So there are several type of funding opportunity. So thank you so much for the listening. If you can connect me on the LinkedIn, or you can contact me anytime. You can write a mail. If you have any query, you can unmute yourself to ask your query. Thank you. Thank you once again, all organizing
much,
committee member, for providing me this opportunity. Thank you. Thank you all the participants for tolerating me.
It was a very wonderful presentation, sir. Thank you so much for the information you have shared with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dear participants,
question?
if you have any question, please do unmute yourself and ask, sir.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaste.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaste, sir.
It was a Nice presentation.
Yes, sir.
Namaskar, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Myself, Prakash Kumar. Prakash Kumar from Agra, Sardar University, Agra. You open up our mind how to do the innovation. So my question is that I also have the some innovation in my mind, and some innovation I already doing in my home. For the socialize that this innovation, how to can proceed for the socialize this innovation that I have.
Sir, you,
I
you
want
have
to
to, yes, you
socialize
have,
my innovation.
you
I
have
have
to think, you have to take the, you can adopt the
several
strategy of design thinking. So whatever the solution, whatever the innovation comes in your, ideas comes in your mind.
and I already
Yes.
created in my home.
Yes, yes, yes. So you have,
First problem is that there's the problem with the documentation.
documentation.
I have
Sir, sir, your voice is cracking. Can you write down your question in the chat box?
created a from this. Not
Okay,
coming,
sir.
sir.
प्रकाश सर आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं आ रही है, कट कट के आ रही है, मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा.
Okay, 1 minute, sir.
I think, sir wants to ask if we have some idea in mind, right? And we want to submit that proposal. So, sometimes we find it difficult to write the proposal for that idea. Maybe.
Yeah. That's I am thinking. I'm telling that I created the gray water treatment plant, but I am not having the document for that. How to create the document? That's my question.
How to create your document for the patent?
Patent
Sir,
or for the socialize my work.
Sir, each and every institute have their IPR cell. So you just contact your IPR and technology transfer unit. They will definitely help you, or you can reach out to me. I will. I have some contact number of several companies. They are assisting you to write a patent and copyright, but they will charge. So I think your institute will not charge from you for the drafting or for the filing your patent and copyright. So it will be better to contact at your IPO cell at your institute.
Sir, it's not only about patent. It's like if we want to submit our idea for fund grant to any body, then also we need to submit a proof of concept, everything. That documentation is also required.
Okay. So you are so, are you talking about the research proposal?
Yes, exactly, sir.
Okay, so research, sir, ma'am, actually the research proposal of say different body has the different type of structure. So that
Exactly.
so you have to adhere on that structure and their guideline. You have to read carefully their guideline, what they want. If they have written, you have to discuss one paragraph in 100 words. So you should not exceed. Be concise during the writing of your research grant. And there are several research grants are available in the BIRAC for the biotechnology. In the there are several IITs who has their own incubator and their own schemes. DBT also has several type of flagship event. DST also has several type of funding opportunity. So ICSSR are also funding some proposal, innovative proposal related to SDG and related to other. So you have to adhere with their guidelines. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Participants, any
Sir,
other
I am
queries?
sharing my contact number. Sorry. Sanjay sir, you can. So I have shared my mobile number and contact email ID in the chat box. So संजय सर आई आप आपको तो मैं जानता हूँ ना जी जी एनी अदर क्वेरी एनी अदर क्वेरी
I hope, sir, you'll share your PPT with the organizers of FDP.
Okay, I will
so that
share.
they can share with us. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Thanks a
Okay.
lot, sir.
So I will also request you all, if your institute has institution innovation council, we connect with them, and you can help, you can support them, you can be an integrated part of the institute innovation council by taking the innovation ambassador training, and you can upload the report on your IA portal, as well as you can support your institute for the NIRF innovation ranking. So there are several type of activity you can perform with your institute innovation council and incubation center head. If you are interested in the students to turning the idea of a student into the startups. Okay, thank you
I sent a request to you on LinkedIn, sir. Actually, I'm a alumni of Galgotia College, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I've sent you this request on LinkedIn as well, sir.
Okay,
Kindly accept
okay.
it, sir.
Okay,
Dr.
okay.
Nazia Parveen. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. I am also sharing the LinkedIn URL at the chat box. So you are welcome.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Gaurav. And I think I'm speaking for every participant over here that your presentation and interaction were very lightening. And I hope all the participants have gained a lot of knowledge from your presentation. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
I strongly agree with ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Dear participants, this is the end of your 11th session, and the Q&A, the quiz and the feedback link will be shared to you on your WhatsApp group. And I will take a leave now, and we will join back at 2 p.m. for our 12th session. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Gaurav, for giving us such a nice presentation. The interaction was the main forefront of your presentation. It was very enlightening for us.
Thank you so much for providing me opportunity. Thank you, Ashish sir. Thank you, Anupam sir, and all our organizing committee. Thank you, all participants.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Can we exit now?
Yes, sir.